Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Yo, what's up, Tribulator? How do you work Shimmer today? I'm good, how about you? I'm doing well today, I'm doing well. Figured I'd get a second stream in today. Had a nice stream, then played some games with a duo, and then I went and showered and everything, and then I did some dishes, and then I figured I'd come back. Yo, what's up, Belka? How do you work Shimmer today? And do some tarot until it naturally, is ready to end, and then I'll probably do some more gaming and then maybe more cleaning and kind of do that cycle. So I am doing well. Thank you for asking. Oops. Okay. Connect me to Tribulator's energy, please. You're working with angels now? Nice. All right. Let's see. Yo, what's up, Cozy? How do you work Shimmer today? Hmm. I would say yes, just based on these. Yeah, I think so. You got Community and Blessed. Community is number 8, so very kind of, that abundant feeling, and Blessed is number 22, so a master number. I'm not here. Okay. Shh. And then you just, on the bottom of the deck, I saw that you have Time to Go, which I think that's just a confirmation that you are leaving things behind and moving towards, connection and abundance and feeling blessed. So that makes sense. So I'm gonna say yes. Hi, not here. Ooh, that flew out. Oh yeah, satisfaction. 9 of Cups. Another, yep. 6 of Swords. That time to go energy. Strength. Okay. Let me just check 1 thing. Just wanna... Yeah. Cool. Oh, moving. Yeah. Movement away from conflict that you have been carrying for sure. And having the strength to do so, also getting the strength out. So, yeah. Maybe with the Four of Swords, this is also talking about... This is a period of rest in a way. A period of rest and healing, right? Kind of more of a confirmation card than anything. Ooh, Three of Cups, some celebratory energy type. Ooh, and the Hanged Man, shifting perspectives. So there's a message about shifting perspectives. Do you feel like that's stuff you've been doing as well? Been resting more, yep. I feel like this is very much a confirmation message, Tribulator, that your strength through this process and your focus on healing and resting is creating movement away from those conflicts and that kind of heavier energy, as well as your work. As well as your work trying to shift perspective is definitely moving you to a place where you're going to feel more satisfied, more blessed in life. You got the Three of Cups and community. So moving towards maybe even meeting more of your tribe members, like your soul tribe type way. Like maybe integrating more people in your life type community. Yeah. I think that's what this message is. Good, yeah. Oh, you even have the Three of Pentacles on the bottom. Yeah, there's something about 3 through 3, also harmony. Or 3, harmony. Balance. Yeah, that's reassuring. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Do you need any clarifiers or anything else? Nope, awesome. Thank you, Tribulator, as always, for getting a reading from me. Appreciate it. Glad we could get some reassurance for you and just some confirmations. Disconnect from Tribulator's energy. Just need some motivation, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, and sometimes it do be like that. Sometimes you just need that motivation. Alright, Belka, what can I do for you today? Yeah. Vibe check for Belka on Jay. And Belka. Vibe check, vibe check, vibe check. Alright. Yeah. Have you been feeling lonely? Because I'm getting lonely energy. Yeah, it feels like you're going through with the round and round with this oracle card means that you're in like a cycle right now, and you're in a cycle of separation in a sense, and you're kind of between worlds. You know, the other world was being more connected, now you're distant, there's that separation, and then who knows for the future. So you're kind of in this limbo state energy with it all. And there's definitely, you got mending, which makes sense. There's some mending that needs to be done that I think maybe the tarot will kind of bring more details to. But yeah, it could also just be your desire to mend things. So that some mending needs to just be done. Yeah, limbo, spiritual limbo. Yo, what's up, Lightseeker? How do you walk How's your day today? Two. Okay. I'm good. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I am doing well. Thank you for asking and checking in. Okay, so you got the Magician, the Four of Pentacles, the Moon, the Queen of Swords, Seven of Cups, and the Page of Swords. So let's see what this is trying to tell us. I feel like with the Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords, that sword always speaks to me kind of as a truth. So maybe there's a truth to the situation that has yet to be uncovered. And it could be with the moon, it could be this is a hidden truth. With the Four of Pentacles, that does speak of lack energy. That honestly could even speak of your lack of feeling connected. I know that's not the normal sense of it, but also just it meaning lack. There's something about this Magician that I feel like is kind of tied with the Seven of Cups. You know, you have all the tools. Not right now, Miley. Not right now. I just gave you love. And you always go after the cards. Maybe there's a truth that comes out, and maybe part of that truth, or one of the truths, is that you have more opportunities out there to make kind of deep connections with people, and I don't know if you're doubting that, or kind of feeling lost in that, or disconnected and feeling like, oh, you know, my only kind of connection like that has left. But with the Page of Swords, it feels like once this truth or these truths are uncovered, that's what starts your new beginning. What are you feeling like, Belka? Because that's kind of the energy I'm getting. I feel like it doesn't really connect with what I'm asking for, but I guess readings do that. Well, how about you ask again? And maybe the cards... It could speak to, with the moon, some of the emotional pain you're going through. But there's something about magician energy here with you, and the Seven of Cups, and you having a lot of power here to be able to shift things. I think... Well, what is making you feel more stuck with it? Any kind of direct with it? Gotcha. Yeah, I think there's some mending. One message is some mending that needs to go on somehow with you and Jay. I don't know if in that complicated energy, there's some mending that needs to go on. But I don't... Like, that complicated energy, maybe there's something you're not seeing within that, or within, like, what's going on between you guys and why that complicated energy is happening. Maybe there's, like, a truth in that. Like, maybe the Four of Pentacles is your lack of clarity on the situation. Yeah, kind of. Okay, yeah, right. Right. Yeah, that too, Cozy. That too. That's why I'm like waiting and kind of tuning in to see like really what the message is here and why I'm asking more clarifiers is because I'm sensing that a bit, that it's bringing up more like more of your energy, Belka, and also intermixed, you know, but there's definitely like are you questioning things between you and Jay in a way? Not like in a romantic way. Yeah, okay. So I'm sensing that, I'm picking that up. So maybe with the Page of Swords, maybe another truth besides just the healing and mending aspect is maybe another, like, the truth is you are the magician. Like, you actually do have all the tools you need to kind of make it through the situation to kind of create a new beginning for yourself. You have all the tools here, I think, to move forward. But I think it is bringing up that lack of clarity, kind of. And it's like, even if we're saying you are the magician, then it goes into, well, how? Like, I don't fully feel that. And, I feel like stepping into the magician more is like, oh, I have a little bit more clarity. I'm sensing the lack and the confusion, right? But you are being picked up as the magician here, and I think there's a sense of like empowerment maybe that you're not tapping into. I've been questioning it for years now, doubting that anything really happened between us. Yeah, you're definitely clarity, with different things, obviously with life and cycles. Clarity is like comes in cycles as well. You have clarity, then something happens and you have lack of clarity, but then you gain clarity and then something happens, the cycles of life. So I think you're just in a cycle right now that's kind of, you lack that clarity, but there's a call again that you are the magician somehow in this situation to kind of create a new beginning for yourself. And I'm trying to tap in if it's more like creating a new beginning, maybe not between you both, but create a new beginning in your life. Maybe the mending that has to happen is in your own heart about things that happened. And like once you go through that healing, that opens up a new beginning for you. It could be that as well. 24 degrees Celsius here. Oh no! Brrr. Again, yeah, you're definitely in this limbo stage between having that lack of clarity and then moving into having clarity about the situation. You're in that limbo. But there is, again, that call for mending. Can we get like just an oracle and maybe a card on this mending? Buy the book. Number 11, master number. Oh, okay. I think that's speaking about I think master number 11 also speaks of like individuality, like very powerful individual energy. And that's the first thing that spoke to me. So I'm wondering if the mending is more related to you and your heart. I don't know if you've known each other, like if you have a connection since you were kids, or as kids you had one. I don't know if this is more in between, like I don't know when you guys met in the first place and how whatever happened, or if you were younger, not kids, maybe. Yo, what's up, Seb? How are you today? Welcome in! Early 20s. Okay, so not completely kids, but I'm hoping this August is for his birthday, an opportunity to communicate will open up. 10 years, early 20s. Okay. Let me also read what by the book means for the Wisdom of the Oracle and just see if I can notice another message in this. Talking about the different laws, the different divine laws, which is interesting. So maybe also understanding maybe there's a bigger picture here that also just needs to be taken into account, which is tough. But I think there might be the healing is on an individual level, and I think this new beginning might even be with you personally and not fully related. Like maybe the cards right now is talking more about you and your new beginning with your lack of clarity and confusion, and you're the magician. So maybe that's kind of the new beginning that you can create. Maybe it's also you have all the tools to create kind of that self-confidence and empowerment and, you know, someone, you know, not feeling as confused, but you're definitely, yeah, I don't want to keep repeating. Thanks for the in-depth read. Yeah, no problem, Belka. Like, have my kids so a bit wild. Understandable. Hi, kids. Your dad's really cool. Like a karmic contract? It could be. It could be. It really could be. It's hard to tell. That would be a next level thing to look into, but it definitely could be. New beginning without clarity of the past is what the universe... Time to let go of it? Yeah. Maybe it's really possible that's the way. Our charts are basically faded. It's crazy. Yeah, so... You know, I think there is an aspect of release here, Belka, for sure. Yo, that's fair. Like, I'm sorry you have to leave just with timing and stuff. But yeah, I just felt needed to call to do a little bit more in depth with that. Is there anything else you need, Belka, before we move forward? That's super cool. Oh, the in-depth thing? I mean, sometimes you have to, like... I like the live aspect of reads, too, because the cards can be interpreted in so many ways, but... and sometimes, you know, it had to be a little bit more of like a conversation with Belka just to make sure we were kind of on the right track with the cards, which we also realized in a way some of the cards were reading more towards Belka and stuff like that, so it's just kind of like sometimes it's just like that. I'm trying to sleep early. I understand, Lightseeker. How's your weekend been? My weekend's gone actually pretty well. Been consistent with at least getting like some streams in, just feeling better. Today I did some productive cleaning and a stream already, and then this is my second one, so it's actually, I'm feeling some good energy, so I'm gonna try and keep with the flow of that. Does this mean I shouldn't send the birthday text? If you're... how was your weekend, Seb? What is your... Are you sensing any, like, gut feelings, Belka? Like... If you feel called to message and just say happy birthday, maybe there's a call to just be cautious with how much energy you put forth with the text. That maybe put it out there without any expectations of a response or anything, and then you know, if you don't get a response, to not spiral into, well, he didn't, you know what I mean? I've been trying to get some personal reads or healings and also some home cleansings, but nothing as of yet. That's fair. You can totally be honest with me and say not right now or whatever, but we could collaborate sometime. I don't know if, like, I mean that just for, like, the combining of communities type thing, that maybe there could be some people that we could attract that maybe would be someone you could heal then. You know what I mean? Yo, what's up, Gummy? How are today? Yeah, that's what I'm working on, about how to keep my energy in check. Yeah, and I think, Belka, that's just the caution here. It's like, if you do say happy birthday, just be cautious about how much energy you're actually giving to that, and, like, the response. But I think if your heart is, I always kind of think of the mind being kind of manipulated by the Matrix type vibe, versus your heart is more divinely guided, obviously, but that, not saying emotions are such a guidance system, so it's like, especially with, like, the law of attraction and what feels good. So if it feels right and good to text, I would say yes, just keep that caution. Gummy. I know the auto mod. Luckily, I was there. All right. Are you? Thank you, Blue. You get me for real. But yeah, are you all set, Belka, for at least for now? Broken hearted can affect it. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Awesome. I disconnect from Belka's energy. Thank you, Spirit, and everyone as well, for this reading and all the readings before and later. Just send that appreciation out. Okay. Oh, you don't have the yes or no redeem? Oh, well, wait. I don't? I see it. One yes or no card. It's 50. Yeah, Def struggling with that cozy. Just trying to find my way back to center with love. Yeah, you do. I'm blind. Yeah. All right. No, that's totally fine. All right, Cozy, your turn. What can I do for you? Should I stream today? Yo, Gummy's on my wavelength, bro. Gummy's on my wavelength, everybody. Yo, that's me. Okay. What's the general energy for Gummy, though? Gummy. What's the energy for streaming? You got the Two of Swords, which is interesting, which I feel like that's... Okay, that's your decision. And... Are you feeling tired today? Perchance? You slept 12 hours. Oh, wow, you did. I just want to play games I don't want to stream. Yeah. You can read anything. Yeah, you can get the dragon cards. So, oh. Oh my gosh! You can't make it up. You can't make this up. I literally, it didn't fly out of my deck It was upside down in my deck, and you got the 10 of swords on the bottom of the deck twice. I saw it. Okay. I feel like there might be I could be wrong, but just like an aspect of obligation that you might be feeling to the stream, maybe. Like you have to stream because you feel like people may be counting on you, or you might be just thinking about your viewers, which is never like a bad, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Right, so I wonder if it's like, what if playing games is kind of like your self-care, you know? And what if that feeling like you need to please like your audience in a sense isn't really helpful? Yeah, right, just for fun. And if you want to play games, then that's probably your call, to play games and just lean into that and not stream. Yeah, just relax, Gummy. I think that's the call. That's really what it is. And because like I also get like those cards with the stream, so I kind of was like, I'm picking up what you're throwing down, and I think I'm picking up what the cards are throwing down. So just take it easy today. Okay, dragon cards and cozy is next. Yeah, last time you were a little tired, Gummy, so I didn't want to like push. Oh yeah, and Seb, you're right, you are on phone, so for as far as collaboration goes, so I mean, I'll look it up, I'll research it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It might work in the future when you get a laptop, you know, so who knows? I'll look it up in my free time at some point. Yes. Okay. Connect me to Cozy's energy, please. I'm melting here. No. Okay. Cozy. 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 Cozy, cozy, cozy. Cozy, cozy, cozy. Cozy, cozy, cozy. Loyal heart. Alright, let's see what else you get. Yo, Gummy's on my wavelength again. Cozy, cozy, cozy. Alpha Throp, I know you're out there. Okay, it wants to give you 3 cards, so I'm just going with it. Just come in before the monkeys spot you. Oh! This is between us, the wizard and I. What do I do to get a reading? I'm new. From me, you just join the queue and you get a reading. Our wizard lies. Okay, Cozy. You have Breathe, Why, Loyal Heart, and TikTok. Loyal Heart, very interesting. It could mean love, but I think it's not about love here. because I feel like there'd be more of a different energy with the other cards. I think there's a call to breathe through this time because I am maybe picking up it's a little tricky. I'm not saying you're not working towards healing and everything and connecting more to spirit, but I think maybe there's also just this encouragement with like continue breathing through this time. I'm gonna pull tarot cards to see what this TikTok and like why is connected to more, and like what this loyal heart. I think it's talking about your own heart, but I could be wrong. Oh, okay. Oops. Four of Cups. Okay. Okay. Not lackful energy. That's let me just keep going. What else for Cozy? What is this message? Oop, okay. Perfect. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Ooh, 8 of Wands. Very fiery energy. Ooh, even more fiery energy with the 10 of Wands. Ooh, and the Page of Wands. Whoa! Very powerful creative energy. You know what? Maybe TikTok is like only a matter of time until you step into your empowerment. And maybe the why is just like, why haven't you? But let me just make sure that, because you might not resonate with that. That's just one possibility. The Six of Swords definitely tells me you are moving away from conflict. Right now. Yeah, this one feels like you are the dragon and you are the one flying powerful right over the sky. That's what this card reads to me as far as the 8 of Wands. It feels like this burdensome energy that you've been feeling. It could even be with your creativity, with your connection to spirit. Like that's been feeling very burdensome right now. And that you're moving away from those burdens. It could also be thoughts. Maybe you've been overcoming a lot of negative beliefs. And maybe some of these beliefs have been around since, I don't know, childhood. I don't know why I'm picking this up. Let me know if it resonates, but the dragon here is flying with another dragon, but a baby dragon. And this one, it's a baby dragon delivering it to an older dragon. So that depends on whether you feel like that resonates at all. Again, it's kind of more the intuitive part talking to me in that case. And it definitely feels like the Four of Cups, you're especially with the fiery energy, you're creating like a new opportunity for yourself. And I think it also has to do with your creativity with the Page of Wands. There's that new beginning, that new opportunity you're creating. Very creative energy. And maybe Loyal Heart is actually also, especially with the color of the card, is like divine feminine. So maybe this is also you stepping into your divine feminine, which is stepping into that creative energy. And maybe why genuinely is like that you've been through a time of rest for sure, but I feel like you're holding yourself back from stepping into this. I think it's only a matter of time with TikTok, like, or maybe there's also a divine timing aspect of how you're stepping into it and when and stuff. I had a good chat with my mom in a healthy way with my plans, but I'm kind of working my inner child. Yeah, I'm just picking up some energy there as well. And I'm wondering if just more of what that's saying to me is just some of these like negative beliefs and just these thoughts that maybe have been burdening you have been rooted kind of in the past, you know, that sort of energy. And you're kind of healing that and kind of, yeah, healing that right now. But I feel like there's some doubt within you. I switched to my masculine, but connecting to that divine right, and I think connecting also with your divine feminine or creative side of you is going to help you move away from these burdens as well, because, you know, obviously that's also shifting perspectives and beliefs. That's kind of the I need to get to the truth though. Yeah, I think I could get there, but that would be another reading, like, to see like what is what is the underlying truth, or one of the underlying truths that's related to your inner child, kind of, that is rooted in there. There's definitely an opportunity to heal though here with the Four of Cups. And definitely an opportunity here, you know, if it's healing, that allows you movement towards a new beginning as well, you know? I think that's what I got for you with these cards, though. Do you have anything you want clarifiers on or anything? The truth from others? Do you need the truth from others? Like, what do you mean the truth from others? Like, do you need others involved, or can you stand in your own truth? Do you need any more clarifiers, or are you all set with the cards, Cozy? Yes, yes. And I think that's also the breathe card as well, is just, you know, is that rest, is you kind of taking a breath for a second, and, yeah, and honestly, the why could also just be your own self kind of sitting in that question of, like, why are those beliefs there, you know, kind of that idea of, like, the truth you're talking about, like, what's that underlying thing that's really affecting these beliefs and this sort of thing. That could also be you. You know, and there's always that call to go inward as well, to ask spirit, and again, I feel like you're already doing that work. It's just maybe that's a a message to continue that, because that is helpful. But on the gaps of this read, like, what gaps? Like, can you ask the can you ask the clarifying question, and then the cards can, like, answer the clarifying question? Because I don't know if I know what, like, co-create just came out for you, which I literally was talking connection to spirit, right? So this feels like a time of, like, co-creating with spirit as well, like connecting to your angels, your higher dimensional beings, part of your spirit team. I'll ask this: is there any other message for Cozy in this, or is that kind of? Is there any other message at this moment for Cozy from the cards? The universe. Okay, so what's the message? Oh, wait, the message is within that. The universe, co-creation. Yeah, Connect with spirit. Connect with spirit. Connect with spirit. Connect with spirit. That's a big one. That's a big one. Because you got co-create. So it's like spirits calling you to connect with them more. Because I think they're here to ready to work with you. The universe is is like one of, I think in this deck, one of the most powerful cards, and I guess maybe my sense as well. Just because that's so powerful, it's literally, oh. I just saved my whole deck from just obliterating, just from falling everywhere. Holy crap. My reflexes, man. That would have been so sad. Cards say it all. Who am I? Yeah, the cards do say it all. Who are you? You are the universe. Whoa, big. Alright, thank you for letting me read for you, Cozy. I think Seb is next. Perfect, Seb, you are next. I disconnect from Cozy's energy and any other energies that could be still lingering. Yo, what's up, Vex? How are your day today? Long stream, eh? I did like a 30-minute stream earlier, and then I'm getting on, so ultimately I've been on for like an hour and a half today. Whatever I need to know, alright. The universe and the world I got, you can't make this shit up. You can't. You really can't. Okay. Okay. What does Seb need to know? I'm gonna pull you an oracle card. Shh. Even though you're not a sub. Shh. Okay. Connect me to Seb's energy. I barely shuffled and it flew out. That's so funny. I was like, I think I'm gonna pull a card immediately it flies out. Alright, what is it? Hello? Pick up, please, hand. Okay. Ooh, yin. Okay. Alright. That's exciting energy. Okay, let's see what the tarot cards say. Yo, Vex. Wow. Wow. Lot of flying energy here. Let's see what the message is. Okay, let's see. 6 of Cups. 7 of Cups. Okay, and the Sun. Alright. What is the message here for Seb? There's definitely joyful energy, and with yin, that makes me think like divine feminine energy, balancing as well. I feel like I need more cards. What's the other message? Alright, see ya, Cozy. Oh god, alright. I'm just freeballing it today, I guess. Just pulling whatever cards I want. Who cares? Oh, I picked them up and this card waited. Alright. Loyal heart. Wow, divine feminine energy. Connecting to your heart space. There is a call to connect more, even more with your divine feminine and balancing that out. I think it's gonna allow you, maybe stepping into your divine feminine is gonna actually, you were talking about desiring more like home cleansings and different things like that. You're desiring all these different opportunities, and maybe a call is to connect even more with your divine feminine, which will open the door for you having more of those opportunities with people and being able to heal more and give back, like the visual is showing in the Six of Cups. By connecting to your divine feminine, that puts you in a more joyous energy with the sun. Or working on it? Yeah. Yo, see ya, Cozy. So this could be also just the clarification that you are working on it, and that... Yes, and oh, there's this card too, I didn't even notice. Two of Pentacles, okay. Okay. Interesting. Have you been questioning some things? Oh, wait. I'm just hoping zooming in makes it... Oh, wait. I love technology. Maybe this is you, honestly, Seb. The Two of Pentacles is almost like, what are you deciding to keep in your heart, and what are you deciding to release with what you're talking about there? Like, what are you, like, are you keeping with your pride, or what are you releasing, or releasing things with your pride? It's kind of like you making those decisions, what to keep and what goes. All right, see you later, Belka. In general, I question everything. Well, definitely what I can say is you're definitely a healer. It's more of asking for help. Let me see. More. Ace of Cups. Yeah, so again, that message of the divine feminine connection is definitely opening up a new beginning of fulfillment for you, of receiving all of those opportunities you want. And I think, honestly, by you releasing your pride on some things and you making that decisive decision to do that, is what's going to open up these opportunities for sure. So I think, again, it's like a clarification that you doing these things right now is bringing you towards the sun energy, is bringing you new beginnings. What are you feeling, Seb? Resonant? You need a clarifier? I'll pull anything. Like, I don't know, like, you question everything. So is there anything you've been, like, wanting to ask a reader, but beyond that? Like, where does that come from? Or are you kind of, like, aware in that regard? Because I don't mind. I'm pretty aware of it. I think so too. I think so too. We can just look quick. Oh, look at that. I was just like, let's look quick at the bottom of the deck. There's the Magician. There, that's you 1000%. And just the reminder that's you. And the one thing I can say, I don't know why, but I guess just you're a healer for sure. Like, you already knew that, but you mentioned you question everything. That's something, I'm not saying you question it fully, but just, this healing work that you're doing, wanting to do these cleansings and healings and personal readings and stuff, like, that is the path you're meant to be on. You mainly question what you should be doing with the healing work. That's valid. I think maybe with the Seven of Cups, it's like you could do a lot, which is kind of what you're talking about. You can do the home cleansings, you can do energy healings, you can do tarot readings. That could also be what this is saying. Like, you trying to do all these different things are not necessarily wrong choices in different paths, because, you know, it's awesome that you can do all of that. I think all of those, I think, because especially since they're so spiritually rooted gifts, that I feel like you're going to meet some people that really need those home cleansings. I mean, let's be honest. I think that's why, you know, with the call of connecting to your divine feminine, and the more you do that, the more of those opportunities, all of those different avenues you've been working on, the more you're going to get the personal readings and the home cleansings and the energy healings and the tarot readings. It's all going to kind of come more in. So I think by you doing all of those, that's perfectly fine. In fact, it's amazing you wanting to share all your gifts, because I think that's what you're meant to do, especially as a magician. Questioning society and how people respond and why they respond and all that. Yeah, no, I mean, a lot of it that helps me is realizing that a lot of it is the 3D matrix, limiting beliefs, conditioning, a lot with the 3D energy of the world, you know, a lot of the lack of awareness of spirit, really. It's that disconnection from spirit is a lot of it. So they get all in the 3D, you know. Oops, ads. And Seb is an non-Seb, so we gotta wait a moment. That cut was perfect. Oh, nice. You said oops, and boom, Fire TV also back. Yo, welcome back. I may just check the queue, not that I'm tired or anything, but I just missed who joined. Vex and Gummy, perfect. Aww. Yeah, okay. And then trying to figure out how to convey the messages I have and the reason behind what I see or feel spiritually, so they understand where I'm coming from, because a lot of people don't understand. Yeah. High quality dog food, nice. Yo. Yo, for dinner tonight? That's what's for dinner. Is it at least cheap? Is there at least a deal? Because maybe if there's a deal, you could just, like, sneak a meal from the dog food, you know? Anyway. Oh, man. Oh, so... yeah, it's interesting. So, the way I portray, the way I try and say messages is, I really try and come from a place of, like, you do the same, but of just understanding where people are at. And so communicating with that sort of in mind, and, like, trying to help with advice a little bit in the reading, or, you know, stuff like that. I think that helps. And I think it really doesn't, like, matter that others don't understand, because you're going to attract the people that understand more and are on a higher awareness, you know, ultimately, because that's what you desire. So you're probably not going to, once you, again, are aligning more with divine feminine, you're going to receive more of the people on that higher awareness, not the people that don't understand, right? You'll be understood more. But the vibes were, oh, wow, Vex. That's fair that the energy was good, but the conference was shit, sorry. It's more so when I'm advertising what I do. Okay. Like, the way to word it? Right, okay, I get what you mean. Have you made a website, Seb? I don't know, that might be hard for right now. But, like, that could be an option. And then, like... Okay, so people ask, what is energy healing? No, I don't have one. Just as a thought, because you offer so much that maybe putting it all in one spot for someone to see, and like you could even put descriptions of each thing so that way when people book with you, they already know, like you're talking about, they already know what it is. When/why did you fix the subscriber benefits banner? What do you mean? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I yeah, and oh yeah, so subscriber has always been subscriber, and we just decided to keep it because AI made it, which means I probably spelled it wrong when doing it, which means that's funny AF. So we're keeping it. Subscribers, y'all are sus. That's so funny now that I think about it. Anyway, yeah, and like with the energy healing, I think there's an aspect of me that kind of understands that maybe I'm the first stop in growing the awareness for some people. So like maybe because I am an energy healer, I'm attracting people maybe who will be new to energy healing or who need energy healing, and I'm the one who's meant to give them that description of it, right? Yeah, exactly, right. It's like they asked for a body cleanse. Yeah, right. So it's almost like I think you might be Seb, like, and then I tell them what to do. Yeah, I think you're in the same boat of like, you might be that first stop for some people. So that's why you get a lot of questions asked of you that are like, what is energy healing? What is... Your home cleanse, that's so cool that you do home cleansings. I wish, I have a feeling it doesn't matter where we live, you know, but like if I knew you close by, just if it happened that way, I would definitely be like, hey, you want to cleanse my house? I know I could basically do it, but hey, you know, someone with a bit more expertise than me could do some fun stuff, get some good energy going and flow, you know. Interesting. So it's almost like they misunderstand maybe what they're getting out of what you're offering. So is that what you mean? Like the advertising and like wording? Because, a body cleanse, home cleansings. I mean, I'm sure you could find maybe like someone who could help you word it. I mean, it's like they aren't even aware of its existence, right? And I think you might be stop one for people to learn about its existence as being a healer and doing this work. You're just that first stop for some. And that's maybe just some people you're attracting. It's the same for me. A lot of people come in and are like, what's Reiki? You know? And so I have to describe what Reiki is. Yeah, a lot of the times I am right. I even attracted somebody in game that was like, hey, like, I know about Reiki. Can you give me more? I'm having a session. Can you give me more info? I mean, come on. Like, you're going to attract those people. We're definitely first stops for a lot with so many concepts and things. So many things. But that's what we want to help those people, though, right? Like, we want to bring their awareness to this stuff because ultimately, as healers, we know how healing it is for ourselves to really step into this stuff. So, yeah. Do you need any clarifiers on any of the cards or anything we kind of chatted about? Naturally, just talk to me about whatever they have going on. Yeah, same. And we're meant to be there for that as well. As healers, you know? Sometimes people just need to vent and get a reading, and honestly, there's an aspect too of, like, I'm sure, whether it's ours or, but like other, especially like mediums, but other healers, like, getting a reading could help somebody get through a day that, like, maybe they wouldn't have gotten through previously. You know what I mean? Like, as healers, we can really do a lot. We can really do a lot. And, like, just from, yo, what's up, Momo? How are your Wokshima today? Now I think you get what the mean things are. Yeah, of course. There's a tarot lady at the... Oh, that's so cool. Nice, Vex. Just talking helps people. Yes, yep, just talking helps a ton, because a lot of people don't have someone to talk to, right? Awesome, okay. I disconnect from your energy, Seb. Thank you for getting a reading from me. And just also, you know, I always say this and I will always say it, but like, your readings mean a lot to me. The Eight of Cups. So you have 2 8s, you have Death, and you have the 4 of Wands. So this makes me feel like you're definitely ending a cycle right now. You're moving away from the old, literally. You're making movement away from maybe old baggage, old traumas, old ways of thinking. You're moving forward, and that's creating a rebirth with the Death card. That's ending. Yeah, it's creating a rebirth in your life, and it is leading to celebration. That's more joyous energy, celebratory energy, more positive energy, feeling more relief in your life. I think there's a call, but also a confirmation of you having strength during this time, but also to continue having strength, moving away from these things, because it is going to create a rebirth in your life. Yeah. And I thought going back to my new cycle after a week of fun holidays. Ooh, nice. How was your holiday? Huh. Yes, no, that's awesome. I loved that, what you sent me in Discord. That's awesome. Back to my old cycle? No. I think you're gonna start moving away from you're gonna start healing this yourself. Like, you're gonna complete the cycle. I think continuing the movement away, maybe from ways of thinking, from baggage again, is going to help you end this cycle and rebirth into a new one that's way more joyous. But have some strength here, because it might not be easy. It probably won't be super easy. It might be a bit difficult. It might take a little bit of a journey, like some time to do so. But if you do move away from those things, again, rebirth in your life to joy. Holidays were boring, but the last week was nice. Okay, well, at least the last week was nice. What are you thinking, Vex? I don't think you have to go back to your old cycle as well, you know what I mean? Like, why go back? Why not make the choice to, you know, move away from old things? What are you thinking, Vex? Clarifiers? How are you feeling? No, I don't want to go back, but as school is starting and I'm going back to my old schedule, leaving my new group behind is what makes me think, well, that just makes me feel like you're transitioning into... I think you're just transitioning... I think it sounds like you're actually transitioning into something new, because school is starting again. You had a break, but this is a new school year, so you're not going back to the old school year. It's a new school year. It's a new... I'm sure it's a new classes schedule. Oh, a new class? Oh, not a new school year, not a new class. So what? I'm confused. School is... Oh, classes started in April. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that and May... Right, okay. What I will say, though, is that every moment is a new opportunity to, like, make a choice towards joy or not. The reason I'm saying that is you're worried about going back to the old, but like every moment is a new opportunity. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it doesn't feel like you're going back to the old. It feels like you're going into new moments with new opportunities, because that's just how it works. That's the power of like the present moment as well. One question, does the new job bring inflow of money or outflow of money? What does the new job bring? What does the new job bring? Oh. Even the cards didn't respond. Does the new joy bring... Oh. Oh. You're asking if joy brings inflow or outflow of money? Inflow? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What is joy gonna bring? Abundance, of course. Or are you eating, Sub? If you are, what you eating? No. You said I'm getting new joy, so I'm wondering if the joy is after earning money or spending money, because both can happen, you know? Oh. Right, new joy, so I'm wondering if the new joy is after... You're hungry? What do you have at home to eat? You know what you should do? Ask your kids. Be like, alright, I don't know what to have for dinner, and then see what their responses are. They're probably gonna be like, so silly. Ooh, spicy ramen, yum. Your new joy, I think, might come before money. I think the joy you feel will be a precursor to you then attracting your desires. Does that make sense? My 3-year-old wanted someone to immediately spit it out. Probably too spicy. Too spicy. Maybe. Yeah, I think that's what it is, Vex, because a lot of the times it's like being in the emotion, like the positive emotions is what kind of allows your vibration to rise, and the higher your vibration equals like a higher ability to allow your desires into your life, right? He loves spicy stuff though? Oh, dang. Guess he learned. But yeah, do you need anything else, Vex? Two times spicy ramen? Oh, maybe it was too spicy? Like, because he's 3? Maybe his taste buds got overwhelmed? I don't think so. Thank you for the read. Yeah, no, of course. Thank you for getting a read, Vex. So, it was, yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if it was almost too hot. Alright, awesome. Yeah, you wanted water? Yeah, that's what happened. He was probably like, ouch, my taste buds. My poor 3-year-old taste buds. Oops. One next. Alright, Gummy, your turn. Yeah, Ange has experience with spicy ramen. I do, actually. I do, actually. Meow, my turn. Yes, your turn. If you know, you know, yo, for real. Is that what you're singing? Let me see. Just a general whenever I need to know. Okay, let me see if I can show you guys a quick snippet of this spicy noodles challenge. I'd stay for a few years. I just read that chat. I was calling a friend and checking and do this. I just need to do small bites at a time. Baby blue. Look at my lips are so red. My lips are so red. Anyway. You ever try the spicy peanut challenge? I don't think I have. Everyone buckle up for this one. Yo, yeah, I have a lot of fun content on there. With a blue shirt. Yup. That was Think Blue 45. I have some great memories there, but anyway. Oh, disconnecting from energies. Connecting to gummies. Excuse me. I literally just burped too. Amazing. Oh wow, that's funny. That's actually really funny. Alright, general for gummy. Ooh, okay. Building blocks, nice. Okay, new energy, completion energy. So you got 3 here. Ooh, peace and deep knowing. Okay, that makes sense because you're doing more you're doing tarot now streams, so that feels like, you know, the deep knowing energy of connecting to spirit. So building blocks, new energy, completion energy, connection to spirit energy, bringing more peace into your life energy. Ace of Wands, I'ma call it. All right, let's see. You did? Oh my god, that's so funny. You got building blocks, which is a 28, 10, and you got the 10 of Wands, so you got another 10. So 10, 10. Okay, not the Ace of Wands, but it was the Page of Wands. So very, you know, kind of similar, a bit energy, right? Ooh, and you got the Page of Cups. Wow, so very new energy. Very new energy. Ooh, okay, but you got 2 kings. Interesting. King of Wands and King of Swords. Interesting. 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 The thing that I noticed about this King of Wands is it's facing towards the actual, like the 10 of Wands. So I wonder if this has to do with limiting beliefs you've been carrying. Because you have building blocks, which makes me think building new belief systems is something you're creating right now, or, you know, is worthy of looking into and creating. I feel like you're probably in the process of trying to do that. Or just to focus a little bit more on what limiting beliefs are happening within you and what's really burdening you in that case. Makes me think I can't carry everything with me, so I have to sort out and take what's needed. Well, yeah, I think it's actually really burdensome for you. Like, I think you're right. I think you don't have to have the weight of the world on your shoulders. You can ask for help. You can take time to rest. You can self-care. So, yeah, and again, that thinking too much is also like those thoughts and stuff getting muddled. And I think you're focusing a bit too much on those thoughts right now. And I think there's a call here. I think, honestly, by connecting more to spirit, I think maybe you're connecting to spirit and tarot, of course, but I think there's also a call for you to connect maybe more on your own, maybe through meditation, going for a walk, something like that helps you connect to spirit and really connect to your own self and do some healing work with your own self. Obviously, the deep connection to spirit for tarot is beautiful, but I think there's limiting beliefs that are burdening you, that as you release those and build new ones, that's what brings you into this page energy of the Page of Cups, the Page of Wands, new beginnings and opportunities of fulfillment in your creative endeavors, stability with 2 kings. Someone said this quote to me recently: "The mountains you are carrying, you are only supposed to climb." Oh, wow. Yeah, that king is paying way too much attention to those wands. Overthinking max and also stressing subconsciously. Right. Yeah, and I think shifting focus, right, is huge here, right? So if you're focusing too much on thoughts like negative beliefs, etc., there's then that call then to defocus from that and shift to trying to build these new beliefs. So say you think, oh, I'm not worthy of blank, shifting that into, well, I am worthy. And I think connecting to spirit on your own is going to help you build those foundational beliefs, which is going to open up these new opportunities for fulfillment. And it's also going to open up even more opportunities in your creative endeavors, which could be in your tarot streams. Again, it'll bring you more peace. I think, you know, this focus too much on these beliefs and thoughts and this overthinking with the King of Swords, there's always that sword. It's like the sword of truth cutting through. And maybe it's finally your own authentic truths that are ready to like cut through. Does that make sense? Kinda? An angel message? Yes, I can get you one. I wrote it down and put it up. Yeah, no, that's a powerful quote. Yes, totally. Yeah. Let's see. Oh. It'll just come out. Yo, hydrate. I do need to hydrate. I've missed like 2 of them, but I don't have anything to hydrate. And that's a very common occurrence in my stream that sometimes I don't have stuff to hydrate with. It'll just fly out. Yeah, I have a lot of my cards. I love when my cards fly out. I think that's why Spirit allows them to fly out, because I like it. All right, you got 451 advice. Signs are everywhere. This is an alert from your angels. They are surround you with strong messages as how to proceed in a tricky situation, and they will use anything they can to reach you. Your angels can be crafty, so prepare to be surprised. Repetition is their favorite way to hit a message home. Draw another card while asking for more specific advice. All right, more specific advice, please. Okay. Too many cards, Spirit, too many cards. I don't understand. One more for Gummy. Gummy, 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 Gummy. Okay. 191 New opportunities. Make a positive change. Your angels are pushing you toward a change you need to make. When you are excited about new opportunities and people coming your way, good things will arrive. You are being encouraged to focus on the positives in new situations and to look forward to the challenges that will inevitably come with them. Listen to a song that empowers you right now as you let yourself feel inspired and excited for what is to come. That makes sense that you got 2 pages. And the advice, this, saying that the angels are around you right now, I think is why you got deep knowing. There's that call to connect to your angels right now on your own. 2 pages and 2 kings. Yes, yep. Focus on the positives, change perspective. Yep. Yep. Yes, take some time off to meditate, Gummy. Yeah. I haven't in a long time. Yeah, okay, so you know what it might be, honestly, Gummy? Maybe because you're stepping more into your creative side of tarot, you're being called now to personally connect even more to spirit, to level yourself up, to keep up with your ability to grow with giving the tarot readings and stepping into that role. That really could be what's going on. They don't let her not communicate with them. Yeah. Oh yeah, like a level up? Yeah, and I think that's what this is meant to be. It's your chance to connect even more and level up so you can kind of keep up with your expansion of doing this tarot creative work. Yeah, and to release that overthinking aspect of yourself right now that's muddling your mind, because, you know, again, it's that magician energy, you know, that's you, right? So to stand in that empowerment and know that. Anyone next? All right, perfect. I think that's probably a natural ending for the stream, I think. Thank you so much. Yeah, of course, Gummy, anytime. Thanks for getting a reading. Is anyone else doing anything on tarot? Love you loads, love you as well. Anyone doing tarot that we know or could support? I'm not seeing anyone. If anyone has a recommendation to raid, because I think we're gonna call it. But yes, I do want to say thank you all to your support today. Today was awesome. I got 2 streams in, so I got about 2 hours in total of reads, which was awesome. Thank you all who got a reading. Thank you all for your support. I love you guys. You know, I can get in my head a lot too, so I just appreciate all of the support that you guys give me and all of that, so thank you guys. Honestly, Lesby Witchy's on, and I might raid because I want to keep supporting, because I know they're going through like a tough time right now as well, and like they also fell recently and are in pain, so I feel like some extra support would go, you know, would help. So I'm going to raid Witchy. But yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'll be live tomorrow and we'll start the week strong. Let's go. Let's get some good rest. Start Monday nice and strong. All right, love you guys. Bye.